everyone, this is Diane. I am not going to waste any time. I'm having such a hard time getting a video to upload, and I'm tired of making a video of these journals, so we're just going to get into it. This is a collection of Eloise Wilkin journals made out of children's books. 2 are golden books, 1 is a wonder book. So I am going to do a quick flip through, and you can watch the previous videos to see some of the processes, the ephemera and things that I made. I did put a strap around each one with muslin and fabric pieces sewn onto the muslin. Eloise Wilkin is my favorite golden book illustrators, along with Corinne Malvern. They're both my favorites. And all of these books are illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. So this is a good little, bad little girl, and the corners, the edges of this cover were pretty rough. So I just wrapped them with some fabric pieces and added a yo-yo for fun. There's vintage rickrack, pretty green fabric there, and colorful buttons. The main colors that I chose for this journal were yellow and green. And I did a collage on the back of each journal. This is a vintage paper doll piece. And that's a stamp. The rest are digitals. Well, this is a die cut. On the front of each signature is a page from a vintage book with nursery rhymes that are portrayed with little dolls in a little vignette that was set up and photographed. They're so cute. So this is Jack and Jill, and I just embellished each of these pages with a little strip and a little flower. So I'm not going to talk too much. I did clip a lot of things to the pages. This is vintage, a taffy wrapper. So you can take these things off and use them throughout the book. There are plain things that you could embellish with those pieces. This is a vintage Mother Goose card. Well, it's 1986. Looks older than that to me, but I guess that's still vintage. A little nursery rhyme fabric. This is vintage gift wrap and a little cutout from a book, and that's a digital. Wallpaper here and a vintage bottle cap. The paper doll outfits, each one has an outfit that has flocking on it, each journal. And so this one, the yellow is flocked, I'm sorry. We got French fries here that I turned into a paper clip, and then each one has a little envelope that I put some little things in. So there's 2 price stickers. And these little seals are from 1940s scrapbooks that came off of a little girl's packages. And you get the same ones in every journal. And then this one has some pink and blue, pink and green tags, little merchandise tags. There's a scrap of wallpaper and a shipping label. I love this fabric with the deer. This has a music flashcard and an antique postcard. Each journal has an antique postcard. Each journal has a vintage seed packet. Lots of empty space for writing, gluing. A vintage receipt. And here we have Little Boy Blue. This has pieces of vintage handkerchief glued to the ends, or sewn to the ends. We did these clusters in a video. I'm just gonna glue that down so her head isn't so floppy, because it'll break off eventually. But now it should be glued enough that it won't keep bending like that. This is vintage stationery. This is from a children's book cutout, and that's a digital. So there are lots of digital images and lots of things fussy cut from children's books. So paper doll fabric there. Wrapping paper and a greeting card piece. Love that vintage lace here. Wrapping paper. There's a vintage photo in each journal. And a page from a 1960 something. Oh, I'm going to change out this paper clip because this pokes up a little bit and it was making an indent in that girl's head. So I'll just change it out for this flat copper one. Wallpaper, and I folded it up so I have a couple things tucked in there. And I have a set of Eloise Wilkin cards, playing cards. They are illustrations from the Golden book, Eloise Wilkin's Mother Goose, I think it's called. So I included at least one of those cards in each journal. And this is a digital card you can write on the back. Another paper doll dress and a green bean label. Each journal has one of these vintage labels that's folded in half. You can glue this to cardstock and cut it and make a pocket out of it, or a journaling card. And this is gift wrap that is just glued to the pink cardstock. And then we have a girl spinning by the fireplace, spinning wool. You'll notice that I did stamping on some of the pages. Oh, I've done this video so many times, I forgot to tell you that these journals will be in my shop at 3 p.m. this afternoon, Saturday. Hopefully you're seeing this on Saturday, and hopefully I'll get them in the shop so I can have them ready at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, February 3rd. That's a vintage greeting card, by the way. Wallpaper. And each one also has a vintage popsicle wrapper and a vintage math flashcard. And there's just a scrapbooking cut apart paper tag in there. Here's another Eloise Wilkin's Mother Goose. This page was built up and has several pockets, so I just inserted a bunch of things in the pockets. And I stamped some strawberries. I had a lot of fun making these. There's a lot in these journals. And this is a pocket that I made with a Elizabeth Craft Design die. And the tags come with the die also. This one has a bonus. It has 3 different sizes. And I lost one of these and then I found it again, so, because I made another one. And so now you have a bonus. And my signature is on the middle size one. All right, so this one is Good Little Bad Little Girl. I didn't count the pages, but they all have a 2-inch spine, and they're just whatever size a little golden book is. This one is Child's Garden of Verses with some pretty shabby chic colors. Blue and pink, some greens. I think I tied that too tight. So I did a video on my new camera first, and I had it all done. I got through it in, I don't know, 22 minutes or something, but it split it up into 3 separate videos when I uploaded it to my computer. So here I am on the phone, which is a whole issue in itself. This is Little Bo Peep. So I'm about to give up on the whole thing if this doesn't work. I don't know what I'll do with these journals. I'll just put them in my shop and hope y'all see them. Wrapping paper and a little cutout girl from a book. This is wallpaper and a milk bottle cap, and this is a paper clip with 2 vintage Candyland cards, and the little sticker inserts are in there. This red part is flocked on that dress. Antique postcard, and this is wrapping paper on that card. Vintage receipt. And Mistress Mary. Love this little card from I think it's from my book house. And this is from a teacher's book. I cut it out and glued it to cardstock. This has fabric sewn on the ends. I wish I could go more slowly, but I just want to get it done and uploaded. There's a little paper doll in here. He goes with the bear that was on the back of the other book. Pretty little digital button card. And here's an Eloise Wilkin illustration from another golden book called We Love Kindergarten. And look at this illustration. Of course, this book is full of the Robert Louis Stevenson poems from the Child's Garden of Verses. Paper doll fabric. Here's the popsicle wrapper. And here's the Eloise Wilkin card and a photograph in this one with some girls standing on their front steps with dolls in their arms. This is an old photo. Dorothy and Eleanor. And this greeting card opens up. It has 3 dolls on it, 3 girls. It was very damaged on the back where it had been glued into the scrapbook, so I glued it to this paper and then fussy cut all around it. I did have it clipped in with 2, but I couldn't get the second one back on in that other video that I just made. There we go. And this is just clipped on this side. Wallpaper with a bottle cap. These journals have so many fun things, and you can take these pieces that I've clipped on and just glue them wherever you want. There's lots of space for you to play. This is my other favorite golden book illustrator, Corinne Malvern. And this illustration of the music and the doves and the little flowers came out of the same book. That's just a children's game card and some tickets and a flashcard. And this is a pocket. It's made of wallpaper border, and I need to put something in there. This is vintage wrapping paper that came out of the 1940s scrapbook. And all of these illustrations on this pocket were cut from a very old children's book, and the gingerbread boy is flocked. And here is the pretty blue and pink pocket and tags. Child's Garden of Verses. And lastly, we have the Make Believe Parade. And this one is the Wonder Book. I I think I said all of the pages are in these journals. Man, I shouldn't have tied these so tight. And this one is very colorful. It's a rainy day. They're walking to school, and they use rainbow colors in here. Look at those pretty buttons. This is the vintage paper doll on the back, and his outfit, and the rest are digitals. Oops. There's Mother Goose. I put new papers on the end papers. This is one of the fly leaves of the book. And the greeting card in here. So cute. This one has the rhyme that goes with that illustration. So this book has, because it's a rainy day, has the raincoat and umbrella and boots scattered throughout the book. And this cinnamon can came from a vintage magazine, and it's on a paper clip, and the little stickers are in there. They're not stickers anymore because they were glued into a scrapbook. This is pretty much all flocked. All of the red on this is flocked. And your antique postcard and flashcard. Vintage receipt. Little Miss Muffet. There's the umbrella. And there's a girl with a parasol. Love these digital pages. I just had some pages already printed and selected from those pages to include in this book. The vintage Mother Goose card, that's Georgie Porgy. And we have some really fun Dick and Jane fabric there with a pretty floral printed ribbon at the top. I put a little applique on each of the fabric flips, as well as the ribbon or lace. There's a vintage label back there. And I love this. I think this one's my favorite. Hope there's not a glare on it, but two little girls on the steps, and I just love her sunglasses. That girl has attitude. This is a short pocket. It was built up, so it goes down to about here. There's a flower packet of nasturtium seeds, and I love those little bluebirds. There's the green bean label. Love those little pigs. And the old lady in the basket. And here are the boots. There's a Mother Goose card, Baba Black Sheep. Oh, this one is, you can't open this one all the way, but it's so cute. It's from the 1940s. I had to put paper on the back where it had been glued into the scrapbook. And these scrapbooks were from the early 1940s. Wallpaper. There's a little bird digital fussy cut, so you could glue him somewhere. And your popsicle wrapper. flashcard, and this tag was made with wrapping paper. And green and yellow tags, cards, and pocket. So remember, come back to my shop, which is linked below, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see if you can grab one of these books if you want one. The Make-Believe Parade, A Child's Garden of Verses, and The Good Little, Bad Little Girl. Thank you so much for your attention today, and I'm just keep your fingers crossed or say a prayer if you're a praying person that I can get this digital videoing thing all worked out so I don't have such a hard time getting videos out to you guys. So yeah, thanks for all your support, your comments. I love all of your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.